The end of the blizzard is coming. The temperature dropped to -60 degrees. I'm playing games and eating hot pot. The neighbor who stole my supplies in my previous life, shivering with cold, didn't eat or drink. Asked me frantically in the group if the supermarket is open. I took a video and sent it to the owner group. It's so cool to eat hot pot in the snow. I was born again. I happened to run into my neighbor Wang Dazhuang to buy a Coke. Boss, a bottle of Coke. I bear the hatred. Hand him a bottle of Coke. I don't want to say a word more. Thanks, boss. It's getting colder recently. Keep warm. I watched his back as he left. Sneer and heart. The last life was this Wang Dazhuang. Under the guise of neighborhood support. Be the first to pry open my supermarket door. Ransacked all the supplies I had stored. I took a look at the time on February 28th. 4 days from Blizzard Desert City. The weather forecast is also particularly harsh. Continuous sleet heralds anomalies. Previous life. Everyone thinks it's just normal cooling. Result, sustained hypothermia. Blizzard. Finally, the temperature dropped to -80 degrees. In this life, I must act as soon as possible. Come home at night. Mao Bufan's voice drifted over. Big baby, try my own dishes. All the food you like. I scanned the trash can out of the corner of my eye. A few luxury takeout boxes are still steaming. He didn't even know where the kitchen was for 7 years. Also cook. Mao was very attentive at the dinner table to serve me dishes. Suddenly say, Xiao Bai, let's get married. Proposal without flowers. No ring. Not even a word of love. In my last life, my supermarket was robbed. Crawling home covered in wounds. He thought I didn't bring back the supplies. Holding my cousin in my arms, the wisps of clouds and smoke swept me out the door. This world actually proposed to me on the eve of the end of the world. My heart is a masterpiece. But a smile bloomed on his face. Good idea. I'd like to see what medicine he sells in his gourd. I pretended to ask Jiachen. If you get married, I'll give you a car. But there's still a little money left. Mao Bufan's eyes lit up. How much is the difference? At 50, his face instantly darkened. I keep acting. My mom left early. Left me a lot of money. I've been reluctant to move. But for our wedding, I have to buy a Maserati. Let's get married in style. After a long time, he held back a good word. Soon the phone will ding. The bank arrival information jumped out. Receipt 500,000 yuan. Now add my previous deposit. There are over 1 million. The bedroom is coming. That's enough money to fill my room with supplies. Comfortable for the winter. Blizzard bedroom countdown to 3 days left. I arrived at the supermarket early in the morning. There's a door behind the plaque. Can lead to the basement. I heard my mother say it when I was a child, when there was no refrigerator. This place is a natural ice cellar. Stock up is great. Open the wooden door. A cold air came. I swept it around with a flashlight. 240 square meters. These days I use decoration as an excuse. Closed the supermarket. I found a decoration company. Let the master put the supermarket inside and out. Basement. They all use the best sound insulation cotton and thermal insulation layer. I packed it tightly. I also specifically asked. The ventilation ducts in the basement are much longer. When the end of the extreme cold comes, snow closes the door. It all depends on the air here. And doors and windows. I want full reinforcement. Change the glass to nano bulletproof grade. The picture of those beasts breaking in the last life. I will never forget it. Supermarket doors must be the highest security doors. You have to bring your own black technology. 360-degree solar power camera without dead ends. I'd like to see it. Who dares to come to my supermarket this time? Superpowers are good. 5 top decorators. The original 3-day construction period. Compressed to a day. It's incredible speed. I don't want to go back at night and see Mao Bufan again. Decide, make do with a night on a fold-out bed at a convenience store. I took stock of the supplies available in the supermarket. Instant noodle snacks. Daily necessities. Oil, salt, sauce, and toilet paper is basically available for daily use. If it weren't for being ransacked by those neighbors in a previous life, I wouldn't be so miserable. It got warmer in February last year. But this year's weather. The temperature unexpectedly dropped to -5 degrees. I was shivering. But my supermarket and basement have been given a whole new look. Just waiting for the supplies to come in. Before going to bed, Mao Bufan's WeChat is still blasting. Keep asking me why I don't go home. He also said that his cousin Lu Rian came to Yangqing for a trip. To live at home. I can't care about him. 2-day countdown to Blizzard Desert City. Just got up. I just drive the usual supermarket car. Go straight to the largest wholesale market. I ordered 10 of the thickest duvets in one go. A 2-meter wide bed. There are also 2 large double-door refrigerators. Put it in the underground safe house. Then I bought another 100 kilograms of diesel. There are also 10 diesel generators. This is hard currency. Only with electricity can we ensure a basic quality of life. In addition, I also bought 500 solid alcohols, 500 lighters, 50 boxes of heating pads. These are heating artifacts. More is better. Oh, and cat litter. This is not for cats. In very cold weather, going to the toilet is a problem. 300 kg of cat litter will last me a while. In terms of food, I bought 50 kilograms of potatoes, 25 kilograms cabbage, and a variety of storage-resistant vegetables, 50 kg of each. In addition, I also bought 25 kilograms of sausage and bacon. These are all good hard dishes. In the vegetable market, I also ordered 300 dumplings, 150 pieces of pork and corn filling and 3 fresh shrimp filling. A hot dumpling in the bedroom. It's paradise. To avoid attracting attention, I also deliberately scattered the purchase around several places. However, the sky sprays, while I was picking out the last few things. A familiar figure appeared, my good cousin. Rui and Lu stuffed her shopping cart with rice noodles, instant noodles, mineral water. He was clutching a pile of toilet paper. My heart skipped a beat. Why did he start stocking up? Is he also reborn? Smoke. Why are you in the supermarket? His eyes twinkle. A little flustered. Cousin, I'm coming to Yangqing to play. I'm sorry to live in your house. Want to buy something? That's abnormal. In the past, Rui and Lu could only eat and take. Never buy anything. I didn't follow up. It just silently speeds up the sweeping speed. Back to the supermarket, after sorting out the supplies. I'm exhausted. But when I lay on the big 2-meter bed in the basement, looking at the pile of supplies around, it feels like it's all worth it. Just want to rest. Several messages came in continuously from the mobile phone. Honey, didn't we agree to get the certificate today? Baby, message me back. Where the hell are you? Don't go home. Is there someone outside? I replied casually. I'm out buying you a Maserati. On March 3rd, the countdown to the end of the blizzard will be 1 day. I just woke up and suddenly woke up. Thick clothes are still at home. Gotta go back and pack up. So I turned on the surveillance of the smart door lock. See when they leave. On the results screen, Mao Bufan and Lu Rian are hugging each other. Dear, hurry up and get the certificate with my sister. When the fetus dies at the end, the insurance compensation is all yours. Rian Lu's voice came. Okay, ASAP. Didn't you say it will be extremely cold and snowstorm tomorrow? Supplies are ready. Everything went well. I turn off the monitoring, all clenched. Unexpectedly, they colluded before the end of the world. Still want to hurt me? I will immediately send a message to Mao Bufan, and the Civil Affairs Bureau is waiting for you. After receiving the certificate, it is at the gate of the Civil Affairs Bureau. I deliberately cuddled with Mao Bufan. Pretend to be happy. Out of the corner of the eye, I saw Lu Rian. My angry face turned green. Soon they made an excuse to leave. I guess it went to the insurance company. I went home quickly. Pack your clothes and essentials. But I didn't leave right away. But in hiding. Multiple pinhole cameras installed. I want to see. Under the extreme cold, what else can they make? Extremely cold first day, the temperature plummeted to -10 degrees. It's white out the window. I quickly checked the doors, windows, and vents. Everything is fine. The temperature in the basement is also stable at around 18 degrees. I blocked Mao Bufan. Substantially for a while, there are dozens of unfamiliar missed calls on the phone. Someone can't sit still so soon. I clicked on a needle hidden in my house. Whole camera. In the screen, Rian Lu and Mao Bufan were shivering from the cold. Hugged together to keep warm. Rian Lu's voice came. As long as we are like the last life. Drive Xiaobai out and freeze to death. Survive 3 months. House supermarket. And the money his mother left behind is ours. Mao Bufan agrees. You are so smart. We must persevere. It's disgusting, I turned off the surveillance. Thinking in my heart. If it is true as Lu Rian said. The apocalypse of Jihan is only 3 months away, the supplies I hoarded. Enough for me to live comfortably for these 3 months. And even longer. I turned around and made a sausage rice. Getting ready to eat. The phone started ringing non-stop. I opened it up. It is the delivery group of the supermarket. It is full of purchase information from the residents of the community. The boss quickly sent 5 boxes of instant noodles, 10 boxes of mineral water to building 9901 urgently needed. Boss, it's been an hour. Why haven't the 5 instant noodles been delivered yet? If it is not delivered, I will complain. I remember my last life. Also today, I noticed something was wrong with the snow. I started reminding everyone to stock up on supplies. I'm in the cold wind of -10 degrees. You run up and down the neighborhood. Door-to-door delivery. Just to give everyone more hope of survival. But what happened? One by one they are insatiable. That big strong guy also took a bunch of neighbors. Take advantage of the fire, ransacked my supermarket. Also euphemistically called neighborhood aid. It's the end of the world. What about money? Live again. I understand that in extreme circumstances, human nature is the most terrifying. I replied directly that the weather is too cold. The supermarket is closed at night. Let's figure it out for ourselves. At this time, De Zhuang jumped out again and shouted. What are you afraid of when the end is really coming? Just buy it for 0 yuan. Although he quickly withdrew. But I still see a purchase at 0 yuan. I looked at the reinforced supermarket door. See how you buy at 0 yuan. 7th day of the end of the extreme cold, the temperature directly turned to -30 degrees. I'm baking the little sun. After eating and drinking, I watched the little theater of doom from the sofa. Home surveillance. In the screen, Rian Lu and Mao Bufan were looking for something in a hurry. But they rummaged through the coffee table. Didn't find it either. Mao Bufan is getting more and more impatient, made a phone call. At the same time, my cell phone also rang. On the other end of the phone, his voice was trembling. Where are you? Come back quickly. The home remote is missing. Come back and buy one. The doors and windows of the 18th floor have long been frozen by me. Gap ventilation. There was no resistance to the cold. And I am leisurely playing with the air conditioner remote control in my hand. When I was packing my clothes, I took him away. I took a picture and sent it. And attach a sentence. Do you mean this remote control? 100,000 won. No money. Mao Bufan immediately fried his hair. What do you mean? 100,000, why don't you rob? You and Sister Rian are so good. Don't you want to move too much? No 100,000. I hung up the phone. It's cool in my heart. Mao Bufan, this iron rooster. Definitely reluctant to spend money to buy. But when he was too cold to bear, naturally kneel down and beg me. This is him asking for help in the owner group to keep out of the air. And nobody listened to him. A few days later, cooler temperatures. To -40 degrees. Cornered Mao Bufan. And begged me to sell him the remote control. I opened a small window through the main door. Let him pay first. He was shaking with cold. Or transfer money obediently 100,000. I 100,000 sell him the remote. But he was angry and scolded me. Why doesn't the remote control have a battery? You didn't ask? 10,000 batteries. It's so easy to earn scum 120,000. I went back to the basement for a good meal. Potato enoki. Fat cow and some sausage. Kaslu order spicy pot bottom. Gurgling bubbling. The scent is so tantalizing. Good things cannot be enjoyed alone. I dialed Mao Bufan's video call. That scum is grinning. Thought I was going to relent and let them go to the supermarket. I grinned and turned on the rear camera. Facing the steaming hot pot in front of you. 360 degrees without dead ends shared it with them both. Mao Bufan and Lu Rian in the camera. The saliva is about to fall off. Poor beg me. Xiaobai, I beg you. Let's go to the supermarket. We are cold and hungry. Looking at previous relationships, forgive me. Xiaobai, you can't watch me freeze to death. Rian Lu also nodded and pretended to be pitiful. I said a word. Get away and hang up after saying that. The world is clean. I picked up a hairy belly. Dip in sesame oil and garlic paste. Take a bite. The spicy fragrance instantly exploded in the mouth. He squinted comfortably. I didn't expect Mao Bufan's scum to be quite in. You actually took a photo of me eating hot pot. Send it to the community group. Instant fryer in the group. There was a lot of scolding. What selfishness and no conscience. See death without saving each other. A set of ugly moral kidnapping. I will directly send the hot pot video to the group. With a sentence. It's snowing. I heard that the hot pot is so cool. It's more lively in the group now. Call them whatever they want. Anyway, I can't hear with headphones on. I lay comfortably on the bed. Sleep. Suddenly, there was a loud bang at the door of the supermarket upstairs. I wrapped my clothes tightly and went up to check. Unexpectedly, the door was packed with black people. Smashed the door like crazy. I didn't get close. Just turned on the camera microphone outside the door. Why are you calling the police in Chow Chow? De Zhuang opened the door hard. The lady boss is open. Buy something to eat and you'll starve to death. And the neighbors were crying. I said coldly. I see nothing to scold. Go away. And they started using bad language. But after scolding, he still left. And I thought that was it. And who knows, soon they'll be back. Even scarier this time. Carrying guys one by one. Machete baseball bat. Shovel shiny. Hacking at my door like a madman. Ping pong 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 to the ear. Smashed for a long time, tired as a dog. Blushing. Turns out there wasn't a mark on the door. Just a little paint off. I can't breathe. Sit on the ground. Stinky woman has the guts to be elsewhere for a lifetime. Brothers don't give up. The supermarket must have something to eat. Fighting for my life. There are still people pretending to be pitiful there. Madam Boss. It's all right now. Everybody's hungry. Have mercy and open the door. One should not be too selfish. There will be retribution. Retribution I have already suffered in my last life. Don't even think about it for the rest of your life. I lean back in my chair. Put on noise-canceling headphones. The noise outside disappeared instantly. Keep watching my show. Not for a while. The neighbors who robbed at the door are gone. It seems that's all they can do. Back to the basement. I habitually turn on the surveillance. I want to see the dogman upstairs. Female tragedy, hey. It didn't disappoint. In the surveillance, they are wrapped in several layers of broken quilts, trembling and squeezed in the corner. The ground is full of empty snack bags. It was looted. He deserved it. Let you chat in the group. It's all right now. It was served in a pot. Why is Lu Rian so stupid in this life? Just know what to eat. I don't know. The higher the floor, the colder it gets. I don't know if the neighbors are pulling beams and I'm picking up words. Unreinforced house waiting to be robbed. But that's just for starters. I saw Rian Lu reaching out a hand from the broken quilt. Tremor slightly picked up a moldy steamed bun. Just about to put it in my mouth. Mao Bufan has quick eyes and quick hands, snatched it away. The steamed buns are mine. Give it back to me, this is my home. What I find in my house is mine. Mao Bufan is also crazy. 2 people for a moldy steamed bun. Tear your face completely. Rian Lu took advantage of his lack of attention, kick him in the crotch. Mao Bufan bent down in pain. Cover the bottom and fall to the ground. Rian Lu grabbed the steamed buns. Ran into the room and locked the door. A simple. Wait for me. Mao Bufan is howling outside. The voice is miserable and hateful. I don't know if I'm scolding Lu Rian. Still scolding me. Or regret provoking me. It's been snowing for a month. The whole city went dark. My generator can only be started occasionally. Monitoring is intermittent. I don't know what happened to the dogman and woman upstairs. According to the news, there are still many volunteers in the snow disaster rescue. Support teams are running around. Electric workers are still repairing power lines at minus 60 degrees. Doctors rescue people in shelters. I'm swiping my phone. But I always feel that the air in the basement is not right. It's stuffy and has an earthy smell. It's uncomfortable. If the ventilation in this basement is broken, it won't work after a long time. And I frown. I always feel that the earthy smell is not right. What the hell are the neighbors doing? They couldn't get in before. Maybe the supermarket is eyeing my vent. I quickly wrapped the down jacket tightly. I turned on the supermarket surveillance again and took a closer look. I specially enlarged the vent side. Make sure there's no movement outside. Then he carefully pushed open the thick security door. Konoha. Millet ice ballast mixed with snowflakes is poured into it. I was shivering. I bent down and did a quick sweep. It's white out there. The world is like a huge white cloth. Quiet and scary. Nervously entangled in the snow. Suddenly I heard a very soft cat meow. Meow meow meow. Where did the cat come from in this weather? I hold my breath. Meow. It's the cat that calls this hell, and there are still cats alive. There is a broken nest in the snow pit in the corner. A few pieces of old cloth and dry grass barely kept out the wind. There's a hairy little thing in the nest. My heart went soft. Open the chicken blood. A frozen kitten bears its head. Brown hair messy. Salix palm size. Skinny, skinny, looking like it's going to die. I quickly held it carefully in my hand. Little guy. What are you doing here? Return to the warm basement. The kitten has recovered. Open your wet amber eye slightly. It's closed again. I wiped the blood off him with a towel. Poured some warm milk to his mouth. The kitten's nose twitched. Start taking small licks. Look at the reincarnation of his starving ghost. My nose is sore. It's hard for people in this last world to live. Let alone a cat. Follow me from now on. Give you a name. It's called Little Tiger. Okay? The kitten glanced lightly. The electricity came a few days later. I quickly turned on the air conditioner and little sun. The frozen body slowed down. Cooked a bowl of hot sunny noodles. I turn on the monitor while eating. The 18th floor has long been an ice cellar. The surveillance is empty. Rian Lu and Mao Bufan must have frozen into popsicles. And I pouted. Open the owner group. The group is chatting about them. Some people say, I saw a couple go out looking for something to eat. Have a bad heart to grab it. As a result, he was thrown out of the house by a strong man. Freeze to death. Retribution should be damned. I heard they bit each other before they died. Men in order to rob, the last piece of moldy bread in the woman's hand. Push him up the stairs. I broke my leg and can't get up. My heart is happy. In my last life, they collaborated to freeze me to death. They've been killing each other all their lives. It's a godsend. I'm about to close the group. A new message popped up. Did you hear? Only the gang who smashed the door are all dead. What's up? They formed a group to go to the next community to grab things. As a result, I met a group that was even more ruthless. Direct group destruction. Deserve it. They were robbing everywhere. My things were also robbed. I looked at the news in the group. The corners of his mouth are almost touching his ears. This group of people in their previous lives, they were the ones who took the lead in robbing me of my stuff. They died before me in this life. It's so bad. 3rd month. The snow has stopped. 4th month. The temperature started to rise. The frozen world begins to thaw. 5th month. The cold apocalypse is over. My supermarket is open again. It's just that I look down at my feet. There's a little follow-up tiger by my side.